evening. The new Brazil returned tonight to a venue of old memories. Goodison Park, Liverpool, the setting for Brazil's second match of the Umbro Cup against Japan. Back in 1966, this was where the Brazilian team of Pelé and Garrincha were virtually kicked out of the World Cup. But not before they'd dazzled us with their magic. Almost 30 years later, Brazil's new babies were allowed to blossom in their opening match against Sweden. And no physical intimidation expected from Japan, just a quality of football that frightened England. Also tonight, women's football as England's ladies team begin their quest for the Women's World Cup in Sweden. Highlights of their opening game against Canada. So 2 matches for Gary to analyse, but each featuring players of a different gender. Well, Brazil's performance on Sunday has certainly been the highlight of the tournament so far. And tonight's match against Japan, eagerly anticipated on Merseyside. Kick-off delayed 15 minutes to allow in a crowd of almost 30,000. Our commentators at Goodison Park, Trevor Brooking and John Motson.
It's 29 years since Brazil stepped out at Goodison Park, and there'll be those in the crowd tonight who remember Pelé, Garrincha and Jalmar Santos playing on Merseyside in the 1966 World Cup. Brazil lost their crown here then, and of the team that won it for the 4th time last summer, 5 are in action tonight. Juninho, Aldair and Marcio Santos in defence, Dunga and Zinho in midfield. But on the evidence of Sunday at Villa Park, it's the new young attackers Juninho, Edmundo and Ronaldo who may carry the most successful nation in World Cup history forward towards 1998. It's something of a privilege to be here to see them, Trevor Brooking.
Well, that attacking trio were very impressive against Sweden. Ronaldo and Edmundo, the 2 strikers, but the number 10 who looks very frail and slight, but until the ball gets to his feet, that's number 10, Juninho, just tucks in behind those front 2. Also watch out for the number 6 down the left flank, Roberto Carlos.
Well, 7 of the Brazilian squad for this Umbro tournament now earn their living in Japan, so they'll know all about the opposition, who make 2 changes from the team beaten at Wembley. Their captain on Saturday, Hashiratani, is suspended after punching away John Scale's shot and receiving the red card. So number 17, Norio Omura, himself sent off on his debut against Scotland recently, comes into the defence. And they've got a new goalkeeper. 29-year-old Kojima makes his debut in place of the injured Mayakawa. So what can we expect from the Japanese tonight?
Well, I think they must have been encouraged by their performance against England. I do think 2 of their best players are the 2 that are missing this evening, though. Hashiratani, the sweeper, plugged quite a few gaps when they did occur, and the goalkeeper, McCoward, was excellent too. So I think they might be exposed a little bit more than England did on that particular occasion by the individual flair of the South Americans.
The referee tonight is Jim McCluskey, FIFA official from Scotland. Well, 2 things strike you straight away. Brazil are back in their familiar colours. We're all pleased about that. Japan are wearing blue. And the condition of the Goodison Park pitch, Trevor, it looks like the beginning of the season.
Well, very lush. Been quite a heavy drizzle leading up to the kick-off. I think that'd be ideal for the playing surface because the ball would just skid around on top, and ideal for the ball players.
Here's Juninho. England found it mighty hard to get through this Japanese defence. We'll see what the Brazilians can do. Lovely back heel by Ronaldo to Jorginho. Here's Ronaldo again, number 9. Another back heel, this time by Jorginho, and Ronaldo goes for the near post. It's a corner. 2 clever back heels in that build-up.
We saw more back heels in that particular booth than you normally do in 90 minutes Premiership football, and it opened up the Japanese defence. Just made sure at the near post, didn't he, the young goalkeeper?
Well, he did, and it was an important early save for the debutant, but Jorginho is now in the near post area. Marcio Santos has come forward. This is Zinho. And now Juninho. And if we see flamboyant stuff like that, there'll be no complaints here at Goodison Park tonight. Dunga. Thought about his shot, then he tried one. Two of the World Cup winners combining there. On the far side, Roberto Carlos, the number 6 who played so well in the first match for Brazil. And, oh, he chunked in the middle there. Oh, he took it himself, great goal. That was him. Roberto Carlos came from nowhere. And Tasaka lost the place a bit, and Brazil are in the lead. Roberto Carlos here, who was the star on Sunday, and look at Tasaka, the bounce fooled him a little bit, then he played it against Carlos, and a player that you picked out on Sunday, Trevor.
Well, he is some player, I tell you. I thought he should square it back across because there were two players waiting square. Tasaka's got caught out by the bounce, but he's thought to himself, I think I can tuck that in the corner, and what a finish it was.
Seem to patrol that area just behind the strikers, Juninho, to good effect. Here he is again. Gets a return from Jorginho. Look at that. Ronaldo's in the middle, and Juninho going for the near post.
Been a breathtaking start, John. I mean, you know, the individual skill, the first touch, the interplay. Look at the weight of the pass, the balance there, actually, and then knocking it, got the deflection at the near post, but they have been, as they like. No wonder the Mersey supporters have turned out in such strength.
But here comes Japan with Soma. Tasaka. Number 8 here, Kitazawa. Soma. In the centre, Nakayama is pulling away. He's coming in now, Nakayama! That should have scored. Zeti did well, but it was a good chance. First time Brazil have really been tested, and somebody didn't pick him up. Now here, oh, this time he can't get onto it. Nakayama it was.
Great ball from Soma, looked right across the face of the goal, and it's then caught everyone out. He should have scored. No need to knock it back across the goalkeeper. It had a near post there to put the ball in. He's actually hit it to the goalkeeper rather than the space.
Here's Juninho. Clearly a foul, and it'll be dangerous for Japan to concede free kicks in that territory. Really will. Who do you fancy here?
Well, I think, I must say, Roberto Carlos seems to take everything there. A bit like Branco, of course, who was a great free kick specialist, wasn't he, from this range. Whether if he doesn't score in the next one or two, they'll allow him to take more for the rest of the night remains to be seen, but I think he's definitely having this.
The others seem to be leaving it to him. Roberto Carlos. Oh, goalkeeper does well. That was moving. This is Jorginho to lock it back in.
That's obviously why he claims them and wants to take them. A good save, actually. I mean, from that range, I suppose the goalkeeper should save it, but again, he's very busy, isn't he?
Aldair sees the chance to join the attack. Edmundo goes past one, goes past two. Oh, it's a brilliant run by Edmundo! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it comes back to Zinho. The danger's not clear yet. It is now, but a wonderful piece of skill by number 7, Edmundo.
Well, I'm old enough to remember Edmundo Ross, and there was a bit of that about his play, wasn't it? It was great. Body swerving, dropped a shoulder this way, and that went through the defence, and just the crossbar robbed him.
Dunga's getting forward an awful lot. And that was, I should think, just outside, wasn't it? Juninho, the man fouled.
I mean, the movement and support play is just an example for so many youngsters here watching the Goodison Park crowd. It's a lesson for them all for the future.
Another left footer, I think. No, Juninho! Well, that's precisely how they fooled the Japanese, as well as the commentator. It was Juninho who came in with his right foot. Now Dunga. Oh, good effort. Fine save again. They're peppering this goalkeeper now from all angles.
Give me a break, he's saying to himself. I mean, this was a free kick. It was going in. He did very well to get his hand to that, but he's got to get up again quick because he's got a couple more to do yet.
Yes, you don't quite know where the next Brazilian shot is coming from. Dunga hit the second one superbly too. And this goalkeeper is having a baptism of fire, as they say. Here's Dunga. I think you'll find this is on target, certainly swinging towards the top corner. Here come Brazil again. Extra man. Oh, Ronaldo! No, can't finish it.
Well, Kojima, his first cap, mind you, he's 29 now. He's not a youngster, but this is the one whipped in again. Comes off Kojima, just past the near post.
But the Japanese defenders, although they've made mistakes here and there, they've been quite resolute, and they've got a break on here, Japan. It's the captain, Kazu, who gets the ball down to Morishima. And the square ball was on. And here's Kazu again. Think of an angle to pull it back from that, and Dunga makes the clearance. Coming up to half-time, and Kazu Miera just getting himself back into the playing area. There, Japan had 2 against 1 in the area. They've still got plenty of players forward.
Yes, Japanese have never got disheartened, have they? The enthusiasm and the willingness to battle away, even at times where they've been outplayed quite badly. They've sort of bounced back, and when they've got possession, they've tried to scamper away and get the equaliser. So you've got to give them a lot of credit.
Yes, I do. I like their attitude. This is Zinho. To learn that they've certainly not allowed themselves to be overawed either at Wembley or here. And we're just into a bit of stoppage time now. Half-time, and Brazil leading by that spectacular shot from Roberto Carlos. There could have been more goals from the South Americans to add to the one he scored. They've certainly played some delightful football, entertained the crowd, thoroughly stretched the Japanese, particularly the debutant goalkeeper, but really he's done extremely well. 1-0 at half-time. Fukuda, number 16 for Japan, is on at the start of the second half. He's replaced Nakayama. I would imagine that the Brazilians are being carefully monitored by Brian Robson in the stand and other members of Terry Venable's coaching staff, because the prospects for Sunday's game at Wembley would suggest that England are in for quite a test, Trevor.
Well, they look a very talented attacking side more than anything. I don't think they will go to Wembley and be cautious. This sort of lineup, it doesn't look as if they've got the players to play that way. They are going to go forward and test a relatively inexperienced England side. It remains to be seen which one will be picked for that particular match, but that will certainly be a useful guideline and gauge for Terry when he selects his squad, of course, about 12 months from now.
England, of course, still to play Sweden on Thursday at Leeds in this round-robin tournament. Here are Japan on the attack. Not a bad cross either. Oh, and Zeti didn't get there. Number 15, Morishima, perhaps should have scored. free kick to Brazil. And the reason for it was that Juninho was on his way to the goal line when Somar caught him. So now, up comes Marcio Santos from the back. Aldair is also there. Oh, I don't quite think he meant that, but it's come back to Roberto Carlos. And that's going to be a corner to Brazil. Defender did well in front of his goalkeeper there, Ihara. And the shot, Juninho! Brilliant goal by Juninho of Brazil. Sat up for him on his lethal left foot, but didn't he dispatch it well? Goalkeeper must have wondered where it had come from, and he certainly didn't know where it was going until it hit the back of the net. The header out, and this is Juninho on the volley, 25 yards, a lovely goal.
Well, you can't find superlatives. Look at that, a bouncing ball dropping from the minute it left his foot. The power of the shot was just magnificent. You cannot blame the goalkeeper, Kojima. That is a very difficult volley to hit. He made it look so easy, magnificent.
That's the word for it. The Japanese have shown that they've got great spirit, but it'll be fully tested now. And if we were looking for splendid goals to remember from this tournament, well, Brazil have produced 2 tonight. And a good one too at Villa Park, of course. Oh, I say that was nearly a repeat at the other end. It's number 6, Yamaguchi. What a good strike that was too.
He's a good player, Yamaguchi. Just that anchor man in midfield. He uses it very well. Just thought he'd get into the spirit of the game so far and try and find the back of the net himself.
That's a lovely ball by Dumber. Look where the goalkeeper is. Well, this is the Japanese version of Grobbelaar, and he's all over the place. Where's he going to go next? It's Edmundo on the ball. The goal is open. Defender is on the line now. Still Edmundo, and the goalkeeper gets back to make the save. That was incredible. How on earth did he get back from where he was? Well, perhaps he can teach Grobbelaar something.
Well, that made Bruce Grobbelaar almost look conservative, didn't it? I mean, what on earth was he doing there? Somehow, it's that sort of night for him. Most of what he's done has come off. He's made some good saves. You couldn't blame him for either of the 2 goals. But how he got away with that, I don't know. Another tricky run from Edmundo, though.
Here's Edmundo. Juninho. Just stroking it around the Brazilians. Edmundo again. Ihara with a good challenge for Japan. And Edmundo falls in this... Oh, the ball's out. It's a corner. And... it is Juninho, I think, who they want off. It is, yes. He had a moment of pain over this side after a recent tackle. So Leonardo, who's expressed a wish to play in midfield, we'll see exactly where he does go. Well, he takes the ball immediately from the corner. Floated in, Marcio Santos is there!
Well, it's great stuff, isn't it? I mean, the crowd are I think enthralled by it and such. Leonardo's got a lovely left foot. We saw him at left back. He's now come into midfield and just takes up where his teammates have been up until now. Has been great entertainment.
There's a Japanese player there as well who's got a little bit of a problem. That's Omura, who's gone off. I think there's a change of contact lenses down there, look. Perhaps he wants to see those Brazilian shirts a little bit clearer.
Perhaps he imagined just now he saw his goalkeeper Kojima coming out with his goal.
This is Juninho. It's 3. Well, he was much closer in this time, but the finish was just as decisive. And Brazil are running away with it now. It's Juninho's second goal. The ball worked across the pitch here with the Japanese always a shade late on the cover, and Juninho had lots of space, plenty of time, and he smashed it inside the near post.
They always pick out the right man, don't they? They just move the ball so well. They've got great individual skill, but Juninho plenty of time on his left foot. Look, they've got numbers back, but Edmundo perfectly weighted, not have to worry about the control. One touch and in the back of the net.
Here comes Morris Sharma. Fukuda can't get the other side of Marcio Santos. And that's not a bad... Oh, he's hit the post! Unlucky again, the number 6. That's Yamaguchi's second effort from distance, which might well have pulled one back for Japan. He struck that away from Zeti and it just clipped the post. Here come Japan again. Oh, Fukuda! Oh, it was a real chance for the number 9. Kurosaki had the last header.
Again, crosses causing problems. I'm sure that's what Lionel Robson and Terry Venables will be looking at from England's point of view. They should have scored a goal this evening, Japan.
Must say, I wouldn't have too much confidence in the goalkeeper if the ball was coming in from the flanks like that. He's looked shaky to me, Zeti. But then again, Brazil have never really bothered much about goalkeepers, have they, down the years? They never seem to need them, really. But here come Japan. Fukuda. Still they press on, they forced a corner. And it would be nice for the Japanese. I don't think the Brazilians would mind all that much if they scored a goal to reward them for their night's work. The big number 4, Ihara, is forward again here. And there he is, in fact. It was a good header out by Aldair. Interception that by Aldair. Japan still come forward searching. It's going to be a corner. Here comes Ihara again. Clearance. Firm header by Ronaldo, in fact. That's a bit savage late in the game. So Japan getting the taste here, I think, as Brazil slow down a bit for just upping theirs, up their pace and maybe snatch a goal. Not like that, though. Dunga's header. And instead, Brazil break out. This could be exciting. Ronaldo. shot. Oh, it's into the side netting. A good save, in fact.
He's done well, the goalkeeper. I mean, he's conceded 3, chased out his goal on 1 or 2 occasions, but here, good step over, gives him the shooting angle, but he's got his right hand to it well.
Roberto Carlos has come across. This is the shot from Ronaldo, and as you say, a good one-handed save, wasn't it? And Roberto Carlos will take the corner. Rivaldo is in there. This is Dunga. Plenty in the area for them here. Oh, went behind Kazoo. Any thoughts in summing up, Trevor?
Well, I think the 30,000 people who come here this evening have thoroughly enjoyed the match. Been a superb exhibition of skill, flair, invention as an attacking unit. The Brazilians, Roberto Carlos, the number 6, starting it off, of course, with his opening goal, but Zeno in particular, and then, of course, the young number 10 before he went off, Juninho, as well. I'm sure he should be fit against England. I mean, wherever you look in the Brazilian side, there's somebody who's had a good game, and it's going to be some test for England at Wembley on Sunday.
And this could be number 4, goalkeeper again, very brave. He's got a crack on the head there. Kojima. He came hurtling out, which really saved the situation here, didn't it?
Well, he's knocked through again. The movement, running off the ball, excellent, but he's gone head first, hasn't he? And he's caught the knee or the boot, and fortunately, he seems to be up on his feet. He's had that sort of night, hasn't he? And let's hope he can remember some of the saves he's made, because he's had a good evening.
Yes, he's been plunged head first, you might say, into his international debut, and he stood up to it very, very well indeed. And they've enjoyed the entertainment they've seen. And they can talk now, the younger ones, about having seen Brazil play on Merseyside, something that they must have heard about from their fathers and forefathers for the best part of 30 years.
And that skill doesn't just come about. It needs hard work, plenty of practice, working with the ball, spending hours and hours perfecting it, so that actually when you start playing matches, you don't even have to worry about controlling the ball. It's just a case of what you're going to do with it.
Yes, sound advice for any young footballer there, and plenty to admire in the way Brazil have set their stall out tonight. And doubtless there'll be some more to come at Wembley on Sunday. For now, the affection in which Brazil are held on Merseyside is enhanced by a colourful, appealing performance. A fine goal early on by Roberto Carlos there, followed by 2 in the second half from Juninho, made Brazil worthy and comfortable winners, taking their points total to a maximum of 6 after 2 games in this Umbro Cup. But a word for the Japanese too, who never gave in, who must have learned a lot, and who made their own contribution, the goalkeeper included, to a fine night's entertainment. At Goodison Park, before a crowd of just under 30,000, it's Brazil 3, Japan 0.
Was it much more difficult to face Brazil than face England?
Yeah, for Japanese players, Brazil is a very difficult opponent. Moving the ball very quickly, very difficult to defense fast.
Is it the best goal you scored?
A melhor gol que você já fez?
Olha, dentro da seleção foi o gol mais bonito.
Within the team, it was the best goal.
Will you score another like that on Sunday, perhaps?
Preparar outro gol no próximo domingo?
Espero que sim.
I expect so.
I hope not.
Eu espero que não.
I suspect that England hope not as well. Brazil's victory puts them 3 points clear in this Umbro Cup tournament, yet to concede a goal.